Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we are making this very simple, delicious Shamsi Biriani. So for Shamsi Biriani, I'm going to start with the onions, and I have got here 3 tablespoons of ghee that I have melted and heated, and then I added the whole spices. Then you're going to cook the whole spices on high heat until they release the aromas. Then I added the onions. These are 3 medium onions that have been sliced, as you can see. So now I'm cooking on medium heat until you get to this color. You don't want to burn them. Then I added 2 teaspoons of red chili powder. I'm just going to saute this for about a minute or so. And then I added the chicken. This is 1 kilo and a little bit of chicken, and it was extra. I didn't want to leave like 3 pieces, so I cooked it all. Okay, so I'm just gonna saute this. Actually, you want to sear this until it's nice and brown on one side, so I left it to cook for about 3 minutes, and then I came back and I stir to cook the other side as well. Then I added some biryani masala, whatever biryani masala that you have, about a tablespoon, and then 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger and garlic paste. And then we're gonna stir this well and let that cook for about 5 minutes until the ginger and garlic is well cooked. Okay, you don't want to smell the rawness of the ginger and garlic paste. All right, so after that I reduced the heat. Then I added 1 cup of thick plain yogurt. You want to reduce the heat because you don't want it to go in a high heat because it will split. All right, I mean, you'll get those little lumps. So we're just gonna mix this and stir and cook on low heat, and then after that you can increase the heat. Now if you're gonna use mutton or beef, then you need to add some water because it will need to cook further, but since I'm using the chicken, I did not add any water. And then I added some salt and a teaspoon of garam masala. Just gonna mix this well, and we're gonna cover it and let it cook on low heat, medium low. All right, and now I'm going to start working with the rice. So for the rice, again, it's 3 tablespoons of ghee. You want to heat it up, and then the whole spices, which I'll mention them in the description box below. Once they have heated up and you can smell all the aromas, then you're going to start caramelizing the onions. Now this will be on medium heat. In the meantime, I'm going to start soaking the saffron and rose water, which is totally optional, but I love the richness of saffron in the biryani. So our onions are almost ready, and you want them to be like this color, not too dark. You don't want to burn them. So I have washed, rinsed and soaked 3 cups of basmati rice. Now the rule of the thumb is for the ratio is the protein, half of the protein. So since I've used 1 kilo of chicken, I should be using 500 grams of rice, but then 500 grams of rice would have been too much for us. So I used only 3 cups of rice, but of course I was left with extra chicken. All right, and then I added warm water. Now for each cup of rice is 1.5 cups of liquid. I will write the total measurement that I have used, or the quantity that I have used of the liquid. Then I'm just going to add some salt, and now I'm checking on the chicken, which is almost done. All right, while I'm waiting for the rice to boil. And I added 3 green chilies. You can always add more if you want. And mint, maybe about a handful, whole mint. You don't have to chop it, it's okay. So you know that the chicken is done, where you can see the grease has separated, or the fat has separated. And then I just tilted my pot to get this extra fat that came from the chicken sauce. Now I'm going to use this towards the end instead of using the ghee. All right, so the rice has come to a boil. Now I'm going to squeeze in a lemon, maybe about a tablespoon or so from half a lemon, and this is to just give that little bit of freshness and tanginess, and also I think it cuts out the lot of fat that we have in this rice. All right, so we're just going to cover it and let it simmer, reduce the heat for about 20 minutes, and the rice is ready, as you can see. Now for this biryani, we cook the rice completely, and the chicken sauce is ready, as you can see, and I've put the plate here to prevent the chicken from burning at the bottom. So now I'm just going to layer the rice on top of the chicken. Now this is a moist and little wet biryani. It's not like the kind of dry biryani that we are used to, but it's really beautiful. And then I put my saffron and 2 tablespoons of the grease that I got it from the chicken, and then some cilantro, and we're just going to cover it and let it cook for another 10 minutes on low heat. And our biryani is ready. Our Shamsi biryani smells amazing, and it's really, really delicious. It's a little bit different, but it's also delicious from the normal biryani that we are used to. So as we serve here, and please don't forget to visit the description box and get all the ingredients and the measurements that I have used on this delicious biryani. And you just want to garnish it with some mint and some cilantro and some onions as well. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you. Bye bye. You have a nice day.